It's a strange situation, isn't it, when you think about it with Prince Harry, because there we have him, of course, in court, hoping that he's going to win. And his very final statement was that he hoped that justice would prevail. But cast your mind back, oh yes, way back to 1959. You can, can't you? Of course you can. We all can. And the bottom line is, in 1959, there was a very, very dramatic case played out over here in the Royal Courts of Justice. What's interesting about this case really was it was one of the biggest stars ever in the entertainment industry. But sadly for him, many years later, he got caught out as a liar. But right now, at this moment in time, in 1959, Liberace actually won his libel case against the Daily Mirror, the very same group that Prince Harry is taking to court. This was because they insinuated in their gossip column, Cassandra, that in fact, well, Liberace was less than manly. How dare they? I loved Liberace. I thought he was brilliant, a great showman, and gave a lot of pleasure to a lot of people. And let's not forget Her Majesty the Queen and the late Queen Mother were also huge fans too. In fact, he was going to be appearing at the ill-fated 1956 Royal Command performance, but sadly at the 11th hour, it got cancelled, all thanks to the Suez crisis. But back to Liberace, how did it end? Well, not too good really, because although of course he won his libel case against the Daily Mirror and picked up a very hefty money payday for that particular era, he went back to Waterloo Station in London and, well, was claimed a victory. But of course he never really let go. They continued to hound him for the rest of his life. And of course eventually the truth was outed. Not necessarily though until after his sad passing, of which he died, although many people tried to hide it, from the terrible disease that was AIDS. But moving forward, what you learn about these particular stories, even really regarding celebrities, is the fact that everything comes a very full circle. And Liberace himself claimed that he was hounded, harassed and all of that sort of stuff. But let's not forget that this was an international star with his own TV show, concert tours, huge fan base around the world. And whichever way you look at it, of course, for Liberace, he was really presenting a lie. So the bigger problem, as one might say, even now in 2023, are things any different? And more importantly, really, would Liberace have won in this day and age, particularly in the digital world of media? As ever, I always think it's great to shine a light on some of our spectacular performers, and this is no way an attack. It's simply reminding people that actually things simply come a full circle. And way back in 1959, on this day, in the Royal Courts of Justice in the very heart of London, the superstar entertainer was literally happy, gleeful, and thrilled that he had won. Will history repeat itself one more time? Neil Sean in the very heart of London on a number 3 London bus.